What's going on, you guys? It's Calvin, the FPL Penguin, back again with another video / stream, because we are currently live as I'm doing this video for you all. See if anybody tunes in as well. Just going to make it probably about 15 minutes, not as long. But yeah, UCL's back, UCL Fantasy, and let me know if you're playing this as well. So I've come up with a first draft already, so we're not going to have like an hour stream. This is what I've come up with so far. It's only a draft. Let me know what you think. Any players that I'm missing out, any gems, let me know. But yeah, if you do enjoy the stream, guys, hit the like button, subscribe. Really appreciate it. Share the stream with your mates. Hit the notification bell as well. I'll be doing this throughout the whole season. UCL Fantasy once again. Really enjoyed it last time out, and the year before that, and the year before that. So this is what I've come up with. Yeah, so have a little cheeky look at the bench. And I'm going to explain some of the choices why I've picked them. Probably missing one or two. It's very hard. Very hard but players to pick. Only a limited amount of budget and getting just like FPL. Yeah, well, we'll start off with the goalkeepers. This guy was being hyped up, Levrakovic from Dynamo Zagreb. Get him on the screen. He's 4.5. He's been going around a lot of Twitter threads. Very cheap, and he's not got the most easiest of groups. I mean, Chelsea's going to be interesting and tough one to start off with. And then we've got AC Milan. And then I believe that's Salzburg. I think it's Salzburg. Yeah, it's Salzburg. And yeah, it could be a decent play, good play in 4.5 to go for. I think Dynamo probably finish fourth. I think. You know, they might take some beating. There'll be probably a lot of save points, but for now, I'll put him in there until I find probably a better option. Talk about my other goalkeeper, which is 5 million. He's the starting goalkeeper for Benfica. He's got a reasonably good start. And then he's got Juventus and PSG. 5 million. And you can see I've gone for that double Benfica sort of defence going on there. And I think for a good start for, you know, more than likely to get a clean sheet in that game, in that very easy game. Talk about the rest of the bench. What I've been looking at threads as well, and I've been looking at the teams so far this season and lineups. We'll go across the bench and then we'll go through the back line. But Rents, we're going with Divine or something like that. 4.5, I believe, is a right back for Ajax. 0% picked. Little gem by looks of it. He's got Rangers first, which is a reasonably nice fixture. And he's got Liverpool and Napoli, so it's a tough fixture, tough group for him. But I think he could be a nice little gem to go for now. Another one that's a starting one as well is a former Rangers player, namesake Calvin Bassey. 4 million, started at centre-back by looks of it for Ajax. And as I look at some of the lineups this season in the Dutch league for Ajax. So he's another starter as well as a centre-back. He'll be playing his former club, Rangers. So that's going to be interesting as well. So I've got him in my team. But as you know, at the minute, when you play this game, Tuesday and Wednesday night, you can change your captain for those 2 nights. Choose someone Tuesday if they fail. Choose someone on Wednesday if you stick or twist. And also with the bench as well, if somebody on the Tuesday night doesn't do well, I can bring on my 7th of September guys going into the Wednesday fixtures. So different rules to FPL, something I feel like FPL should kind of consider as well. But yes, that's what I'm going to go with Calvin for now, namesake. Trent Alexander-Arnold, the only Liverpool guy I've got in the minute. It's really hard. You know, Salah's up there. Will Diaz be rotated? Jota's back soon. Firmino's there. You know, Carvalho's there. There's going to be a lot of rotation. So Diaz might not start as many group games as he is, starting a lot of league games. And once Jota's back, there's going to be that depth there, that there's options there for Jurgen Klopp to use. So I don't feel as confident using Diaz. Salah will keep on starting games like that in the group stage, but it's a lot of money. And the way we're playing dodgy at the minute, and you can see the money I put in other players to get excited about. So, and we have got a tough start against Napoli as well. It ain't going to be easy. They're playing, I believe they're playing reasonably well, Napoli at the moment. Talking about a Napoli guy, need to go back to the bench. I've got Jordan in there, probably change him. He's placed for Sevilla, but he's just that bench fodder at the moment. This guy's doing really well. Now, hang on, let me get his stats up on here quickly. I play Serie A Fantasy, guys. If you guys play Serie A Fantasy, I play all these bloody games. Absolutely fantastic. I believe he's a left winger. How many what's he got so far in Serie A? He started 3 out of 3 league games in Serie A. He's got 3 goals and 1 assist to his name so far this season. This guy on the screen, and he's only 5.5. Could be a real gem. Tough start against Liverpool, but yeah, he looks a reasonably good player. A nice gem to go for. I'll tell you where he does play. He's a left winger. He's a left winger for Napoli. So he could be a nice gem to go for. Definitely want to consider. I think he's a lovely gem, and I have him in my series. I've been having him for about a few weeks now. So he's a really good player. Who else is there as well? We'll talk about Mendy. We'll get to chat in a minute. Mendy, I believe, still starts at left back for Real Madrid. He's got Celtic, Salzburg, and Shakhtar. I think I just got to go for them Real Madrid guys. They're going to be absolutely doing well once again this season, the Champions League. That's why I got Benzema up front, obviously. But Mendy you need some of those clean sheets, get those attack and returns. Maybe I can look for someone who's a bit more cheaper, but I feel Real Madrid against Celtic could be a good one to target for sure. And then we've got Gilberto, started for Benfica. Like I said, gone for the starting guys, gone for the double defence for Benfica. I think more than likely to get a clean sheet. Me saying that now, the other team probably win 1-0. Who knows? You never know. Moving on to the midfield. And they're probably thinking, why have you got Kimmich? To anyone that doesn't play UCL Fantasy, has never played it, different rules here. You get points for ball recovery, something I want FPL to introduce. Passes and everything like that, key passes. You get points for that, guys. Ball recoveries. And, it's great to have players like Kante in your team, or Fabinho, or Hendo. Makes things really, really juicy and exciting. Even Gundogan or Rodri, for example, from Manchester City. So, yeah, I've gone for Kimmich for now. I love that Bayern Munich player in my team. Last season I had Lewandowski and I was at Barcelona. Unfortunately, can't afford Mane. It is a kind of a tough start, first 2 games, but I feel what Kimmich can do. He's a good presser, good holding midfield, a bit like Fabinho. So at 20% of the me is quite popular. In a lot of probably people look alternative wise than going for Mane and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go for Kimmich. With them ball recoveries and key passes added in this game, you've got yourself a really, really good player. He's a fantastic one of the best in the world. Kimmich really is. Another one to talk about is Nkunku. He's a fantastic player. He's got Shakhtar, Real Madrid, Celtic in a double right there, 3 and 4. He plays like a false 9, sort of striker, centre forward, and he's so deadly. He really is. Only 14% picked, and I think he's a lovely pick to go for, especially for the first week. And very captain worthy as well. Moving on to the next one, we have got, let me get his stats on the screen. Pedro, what's his name? Pedro. We have got Pedro, and he plays for Sporting Lisbon, and he has got Frankfurt. I'm going to call it the Europa League group, the Europa League Champions League group. Marseille, Spurs, and Frankfurt. This season, he started 4 out of 4 league games in Portugal for Sporting Lisbon, and he scored 3 goals. He's got 3 goals to his name. Looks a really exciting player. Really does. He's a left winger, I believe. A left winger for Sporting Lisbon. And I think Sporting Lisbon, I predict him to get in the top 2, finish in the top 2 in this group. I think that very much being underrated. And, that he looks an exciting player for his price bracket. Decent, 7.5. And, Frankfurt haven't really got the best defence either, in my opinion. So I've got him a team. I think he looks exciting. Could worry Spurs a bit as well. So he's a nice little gem, as I like to call them. So I've got him in my team for now. Before we carry on, let's say hello to a few people in chat. Kobe, how you doing? Are you playing fancy UCL Fantasy? Combe as well, are you playing it? Pinga, hope you're doing well. I'm doing good, pal. Getting this content out of UCL Fantasy. I'm on here to listen. Find FPL hard enough without trying UCL. Fair enough. But yeah, so that's the midfield. Talk about the forward line now. I've gone for Lewandowski, Benzema, and Ramos. And for these positions where I picked these, Lewandowski, he's fitted in well so far, by the sounds of it, for Barcelona. Let's have a look at his stats. Lewandowski, where are you, my friends? Start 3 out of 3 league games for Barcelona this season, scoring 4 goals. Got 4 goals to his name in La Liga. so far. He's fitting straight away. Well, so he's got Rafinha on the other side. He's got Fati on the other side, or Dembele. Lovely first game. He's playing his old club as well. That's going to be interesting against Bayern Munich. So I've got my team. Another one, Benzema, 51%. High ownership. 102 points last season. Real Madrid, I think they're going to be gunning for it once again. The Champions League. Celtic first game. That just screams haul for Benzema. Really does. Then he's got RB Leipzig and Shakhtar. I think just keep and set and forget. He's one of the goats in the UCL and football right now. Another one to talk about is Ramos. I'm debating whether to captain him, Benzema, or Nkunku. I'll probably stick it on Benzema the last minute. Might as well just do that now and then pretend nothing happened. We're captaining Ramos. Ramos is a lovely one. Now, if you talk about Ramos, he's kind of been that sort of replacement. He's been there same time as Nunez, but it was all about Nunez last season. But I think Ramos, he's really come into his own. If we can get his stats on the screen, would be absolutely fantastic. Let's see. So while I try and get the stats on the screen, so basically Ramos, he's been doing very, very well for Benfica at the moment. He's got some really, really good stats to his name, and I feel like going for triple Benfica isn't a bad shout, to be honest with you. I'm going to try and get it on the screen. Should I get on the other screen? That would probably be more helpful. Ramos for Benfica. Quickly, he has got in 4 matches so far this season 2 goals and 1 assist. Looking very, very deadly. Got some goals in the Portuguese domestic cup as well. He looks really, really good, and I feel like he was heavily linked to go to, I think it was Newcastle this summer, but I feel like he wants to make a point staying in Portugal, and he's a really, really nice gem to go for. I really do think so. So this, at the moment, is what I'm happy with. Put it back to the fixtures. This is who everyone's got in the first week. Like I said, you can change captaincy and all that. It's different to FPL, ball recoveries and all that jazz. Bring players off the bench for the second night. Like I said, why I picked these players, just absolutely fantastic and some decent gems. Probably going to hurt me not having Salah and all that, but I don't feel Salah's essential at the moment for Champions League. That's me coming from a local fan, but that's what I've gone for at the minute. Yeah, should we do some predictions as well? We'll probably split it up, shall we? Let's get some little predictions on the if it allows us. Should we do some predictions on the screen? Yeah, so I'm going to probably timestamp this. If you're enjoying the video, guys, hit the like button and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Let me know if you're playing UCL. I know these videos are so popular with you guys. Every time I post them, like last season before, it gets a hell of a lot of views. So if you're new around here, please subscribe, like the video. I'm going to be doing this throughout the season. So if you love this, please subscribe. I do FPL videos mainly. So I'm going to do some quick predictions. Let's get through them. Top of my head. Dortmund, I'm going to put them at 2-0. Popular prediction being 2-0 anyway. I think someone like Royce will probably score. Dynamo, the most popular prediction here is Chelsea, so I'm going to put them. I'm going to put 3. They're not great, are they? I think Dynamo might score, being at home as well, and that's a 17% most popular. 2-0, 3-0 are popular here. I'm going to put something like 4-0, something cheeky like that. Have a little scroll down as well. We're still on the Tuesday games. We've got PSG and Juventus. I'm going to go for 3-1, and that's the 24% picked, most popular. And the second most popular, should I say. And they've got Sevilla against City. I think being at home, Sevilla might score. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win. Haaland, I predict, might be benched against Villa this weekend. He'll probably start the full 80 to 90 minutes against Sevilla in the Champions League. Moving on to Leipzig versus Shakhtar. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win. No one's really put that or most popular, but I think they'll probably dominate them. Celtic versus Rangers, that's going to be so fun. I'm going to put a 4-0 win. They probably might score, who knows? So I'll put 4-0 win. Most popular being 3-0 win to Real Madrid at the moment. Salzburg, I think, is still a very, very good team. Could score a goal. I'm going to put a 2-1 win for AC Milan. That's the most popular prediction. Moving on to the Wednesday games now. Frankfurt versus Lisbon. I'm going to put a 1, probably a 3-1 win for Sporting Lisbon. Moving to Ajax versus Rangers, I'm going to put a 2-1 win for Ajax. Moving on to Spurs versus Marseille, I'm going to put a 3-1 win for Spurs. And then we're going to have a little scroll down to Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich. And then we're going to go for, I don't know, 2-3-1. It's going to be tough still, but I think the quality that they have Bayern Munich, and Lukaku's out injured for a while for Inter Milan. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Bayern Munich. Barcelona, I'm going to go for a 6-0. 6-0 win for Barcelona. I'm going for it. Moving to Bruges versus Leverkusen. Go for a cheeky goal for them, but I think they'll win that. Leverkusen. Moving to Atletico Madrid versus Porto. I'm going to go for a... I think it'd be a tough game. I'm going to go for 1-1 in this game. I'm going to go for 1-1. Last one. This is totally going to be biased as hell. Napoli versus Liverpool. I think it's going to be a hell of a game. I'm going to go for... I think it screams 1-1. It's going to be very tough away from home as well. Hostile crowd in Napoli and Naples. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Liverpool. So that's what I've gone for. They are saved. That was my team. I'm more than happy with that at the moment. Still fiddling around with it. Kobe's playing it. Yeah, I'm playing it, mate. I'll be doing a hell of a lot of videos. Do subscribe. Tell your mates. What was he saying here? Anton Griezmann being a trap. Atletico need to pay Barca 40 million. Wow. That's interesting. Thank you for that. But yeah, I'm going to just wrap things up. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, do subscribe, and see you guys next time. Take it easy, guys.